Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am just getting ready to go to the gym to do a workout because if I don't get it done now, I'm not gonna do it, to be honest. I joined an Anytime Fitness. It's pretty cheap actually. It's $50 a month. The last 2 weeks I've been experimenting with going to the school gym. It's so nice and it's really great if you go like really first thing in the morning, but some of my classes aren't until 10:30, so depending on my school load for the week, I might go there, but I also really needed an option for like the weekends or Monday, Tuesday when I have clinicals, etc. So that's what I'm off to do. I officially have 2 weeks of nursing school under my belt. I've kind of gotten into a routine and I'll share that in a little bit, but first it's time to go do a leg workout. That was an excellent workout. I really love the gym. It's really great. The only complaint I have is the music is super loud and my headphones went to crap. I lost one. I've had one glued for a long time because I refused to just buy something new when it was like still functional, but not functional anymore. And I'm so excited because my new headphones showed up today. While I was in my workout, I got a notification that they were dropped off. So I'm gonna unbox those. I had put aside some savings for that because I cannot skimp out on headphones. They are the one thing that I use every single day, and I am not one of those people that can work out without a really good set of headphones. So there's that. Then on Buy Nothing group, someone was like getting rid of an Elsa and Anna plushie set, and Oakland is obsessed with Frozen, so I'm just about to go pick those up and then head home. That is so much waste for this little package here. Okay, so I got oh, wait. This is not very good lighting. Let's change that. My headphones came in, I think the last time I bought headphones was probably 6 years ago. I can't believe my earbuds lasted that long. I had those Raycon earbuds, but they didn't last very long before I had to hot glue them actually, because one of them wasn't working or something, but I made it work, so it was time for something new. One of my earphones went missing. It went missing too. So anyway, I got these ones. They are the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra. So they have noise canceling. You know what? When you're a mom, honestly, when people are talking to you all the time, and some of it's nice, but you know, some of it's you just want to drown it out. So we just need noise canceling headphones to keep our sanity in check. So it just comes with this cord. I don't know. They're good. I'm sure they're great. I'll let you guys know. Whoa, it just came up when I opened it. It came up on my screen that it could connect them. So I'm gonna do that. That's super cool. Wow. That's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary to me. Okay. Anyway, so I just picked up these guys. They are in immaculate condition. So one of the things that I have been doing is really just like breaking down any holiday or season or really any structure of life that I just feel is not in alignment with me, completely tear it down and then really decide for myself what I want that to look like. So Christmas is looking a lot different than how I used to do Christmas. I've never been a really big maximalist with Christmas. I've never gotten my kids a ton of stuff because they get so much from grandparents, you know, from their dad and everything like that. So I always come with the opinion of more is not always better. Less is always better, and it's often more appreciated. So with this Anna and Elsa set that I paid $0 for and was generously gifted from another mom who's actually a nurse just around the corner from me, I'm gonna save this for Christmas for Oakland, who is 4. Why? Because there has never been a point in my motherhood journey where any of my daughters have gotten something new that they have been obsessed with. It's more common for them to play with something new for a week and then be bored of it and never touch it again, and it end up in a donation bin. So things are expensive, you know, things cost money. You work really hard for the income that you have. It's much more important to honestly put money into their education fund or for your retirement savings or towards debt if you happen to have any, rather than going out and buying your kids a whole bunch of new stuff. Now, this is my own personal opinion, but these two things Oakland is going to love. She is obsessed with Frozen, obsessed. She is going to value these two things, this Anna and Elsa plushie set, so much. My 4-year-old is not going to care that there is not a tag attached to it. She's just going to be so excited that she gets something new, and in the form of two characters from Disney that she absolutely adores. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think as moms, we have like really good intentions, but let's not drown ourselves in debt over Christmas. We can totally repurpose presents. I mean, we do it with family members sometimes, right? And we do it with our own clothes. We do it with our own, you know, kitchenware or home items. There's so much benefit to being given things or buying secondhand. So obviously I'm not going to give my daughters things for Christmas that are not in great condition, but these look like they were just from the store. So Oakland is just going to absolutely love those. So I know that they're clean from a smoke-free home. And the value of those are probably around $50 for both of them at least. So I think that's just such a better idea, being more, you know, financially responsible, but being intentional about what your kids might like, especially right now when I'm in nursing school and I have to really be conscious of my finances, of my budget, and all those things. So I just thought I would throw that like little thought process in there because I don't know, I think moms are held to a really, really high standard, and I don't know, I'm not interested in adhering to that standard anymore. So just make it work for you. Do whatever you want, right? You get to decide. When you're an adult, anything you didn't like, anything that you don't agree with, you don't have to go with. You can actually say no as a parent, as a mom. It's amazing to say no to things. Oh my gosh, I love saying no to things. So anyway, that's my little 2 stance on that. All right, I need to change and get comfy, and then I have like so much reading to do. I have a lot of reading to get done for school, and that's pretty much going to be the rest of the day. Okay, so I've just mapped out the chapters that I have to read. I'm going to start in order of the class that I have. So with anatomy and physiology, I have that tomorrow. I have a quiz. It's only 8 questions. I've already done the review for that, and I made some cards. So I'll review that a little bit later, but really right now I want to focus on the reading just because there's so much of it. The next class I have is on Thursday, and that's lab. There are 2 really big chapters that I have to read for this. It's hygiene, bed making, yeah, that kind of thing. This is the main textbook that I use for a few different classes, actually, theory, healthcare consumer, and lab. So in this one, I have to read chapter 39. I have to read chapter 39. And then this is our Canadian Skills textbook, and I have to read chapter 18. So I'll turn you around and kind of show you what I have going on there. But first we need to make a second cup of coffee for the day because I plan on being here for a while and I just want to have something cozy and enjoyable to drink. So here is my weekly list of things that I have to do. Like I said, I am planning on sticking to whatever I need to do per class because I can't switch back and forth. So I am going to read the 2 chapters. I'm going to do Evolve. It's like an online portion of our textbook that has a quiz, and then I'm going to do the online quiz that we have to have for bed making. This is the hygiene portion of the chapter that I am reading. So that's about how many pages just for this one, and that's about how many pages for this one. When I look at the text, I am actually someone who likes to read the text, but I kind of speed read, and then I have a way that I go about going back over and just solidifying everything. So I always read the objectives. Our professor always told us to read the blurb before everything starts, so like the introduction here and the case study. And then as we're reading, to make note of like these different bold texts to see the different subcategories. So this is like probably the most important part of any textbook. The key concepts are like kind of like gold, to be honest. And then the critical thinking exercises, these are also gold. The review questions, our prof told us it would be a really good idea to go about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and read all of this, and then we'll take a little break. And before I start reading, I always have to have a candle and a cup of coffee. I like having a good ambiance. I like having my house clean before I sit down so that I can actually really focus on what I'm reading.
I gotta say it twice, it ain't my fault. Every little thing got a price, that's what I thought. That's what they taught. Yeah, I'ma take my...
So I have some dinner here. I actually forgot that I made this the other day, but I've got some chicken. I rarely eat meat, but I don't consider myself a vegan because I still eat goat cheese and still eat eggs, and I don't like labels. So if I ever feel like I want to eat chicken or beef or whatever, I just do, but it's a very, very, very rare occurrence. But I made this for my boyfriend, so I'm going to eat this. I do not like food waste. I've got some goat cheese, some spiced chicken, and some rice with some veggies. I'm almost done reading this first chapter. It's taken me forever to complete, and then I'm going to do the Evolve quiz and what else? The modules for that.
soul, let my heart turn stone. Guess I gotta say it twice, it ain't my fault. Every little thing got a price, that's what I thought, that's what they taught. Yeah, I'ma take my chance till I drop. You know this ain't the time for the two of us. Ooh, I ain't got space to be thinking about growing older. Done my thinking, me and you. Yeah, guess it's over. It was a rainbow, but was sinking. Lost my hue. I might come running back when our hearts get back on track. When the stars line up, that's that. I've been attached, just looking out. We move so fast, was moving south. Through my secret sauce, move in and out. Miss how you gloss that pretty mouth. You know this ain't the time for the two of us. Ooh,
Okay, so I just finished this whole chapter. Where was it? Like I said, it's like that thick. And then what I did is I read the key concept again. I like looked at the critical thinking exercises, and then I did the review questions, and I got all of those right. But one thing I noticed that was really interesting to me is the way that this textbook is set up. One thing I've noticed about this textbook, and I really like it, is on one side it'll give the steps to the procedure, or like what you're going to be performing, whether it be like, say for this one, it's making an occupied bed. It shows the rationale behind it, and this was something that like really triggered an on light in my brain, because one of the things that my professor in lab mentioned, and I think it might have been my theory professor as well, but definitely my lab professor, one of the things she said that really stood out to me was that nurses really need to be able to know why they are doing what they're doing at all times. So it requires a level of deep knowledge behind why they are performing the act that they are performing, why they are doing, why they chose to do that. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, just as much as it's important to know the steps, it's just as important to know the rationale behind the step that you're doing and what that step is going to provide to the patient. I really like that, because then you're not just like memorizing a whole bunch of steps. You're like really like forcing yourself to understand, okay, why am I adding a waterproof sheet or like a cleansing sheet or whatever it might be? Oh, okay, well, I'm doing that because it'll provide warmth to the patient and, allow me to bathe them in bed or whatever it might be, right? So I think that's really interesting. So I'm probably gonna have to come back to these. I got a really good gist of reading it. Now I have to read my skills textbook, and then I'll be done that for lab for the week. But I think I'm gonna take a break because I need a break, and I'm gonna start editing this video, maybe watch a YouTube of my own preference. I think on my own time I am gonna start practicing though, just to get in the habit of being like, okay, this is the step I'm going to be doing for this procedure or this routine. Why am I doing this? Just getting into that nursing mindset of why am I doing what I'm doing? I think that's like a really good takeaway. So I just that for some reason that stood out. If you're already a nurse or you're in nursing school, you might have already come to this conclusion, but this is just my third week. So I'm very thankful that I took note of that. Anyway, what time is it? It is 6:10. I ate dinner. I'll take like a 10-minute break. Then I'll get to reading my texts, the skills, and then I'm gonna do the online quizzes and be done with that. I don't like leaving things with threads on them. And what I mean by that is like if I have like one more thing left to do for lab, I want to get it done so I don't have to worry about it the next day. And then I'll probably need to do a little bit of studying for my quiz tomorrow for anatomy and physiology. It's just like a little chemistry quiz, so I'll probably do a little bit of whiteboard stuff move upstairs and have a little bit of a different, what is it called? Environment. So yeah, and then I think I'll be done that for the night. I try to not do any like homework or studying after like 8 or 9 o'clock. I definitely call the quits at 9. I'm not somebody who can like do that. I have to like, it takes me like 2 hours. I'm like a child. It takes me 2 hours. Like when my kids go to bed, I'm already in there with them. Finish this out, close it up for the night, and then have some relaxing time. I really want to watch a Halloween movie. I want to watch Hubie's Halloween. Have you guys seen that? Oh my gosh. I watched it like when it first came out. I've watched it every year. Every year since. It's like one of my favorite Halloween movies. So that's the plan, Stan. I started reading my skills textbook and I realized, okay, so that's like a lot of repetition, just basically in a more organized and methodical format, which is great. But I am feeling like this might be a little bit more helpful. So this is Evolve. This is our textbook online e-modules that we have to complete. We have a quiz and such. And they've got these like really amazing quick sheets that I have been printing off. And they're just kind of nice to have in your binder. And I think we can take these to clinicals as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some of these. The video portion is really good. So this one's assisting with moving a patient in bed. I think it's gonna take a while to like get the hang of all of this. And maybe it's not as hard as like you think, but
patients is crucial for maintaining body alignment.
So I'm gonna go ahead and watch these and then do some of the quizzes. So this is what our Evolve quiz looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and complete all 4 of these and then do the online quiz. Okay, so this is so funny. I did my Evolve quizzes. I got all of them. They were great. They were perfect. Definitely having these skill sheets really helps. I'm gonna have to like review those quite often. But this is so funny. Oh my goodness. So we have quiz 2, bed making. The first attempt I got 5 out of 6 and I was like, what in the world? I realized that one of the questions, where is it? Let me see. Oh, this one. I read this wrong. I thought it said place dirty linen on a clean surface and I'm like, no, that's gross. Why would you do that? And then I didn't read the question correctly, but I got all the other ones right. I think I put wearing gloves for the entire procedure. I'm like, So we have unlimited attempts. And so I just did it. I did it a second time and I did the same thing. Oh my gosh, so silly. And then I did it the third time and I got 6 out of 6. So I think that is going to end my night. It's 7:12. I've been doing this pretty much all afternoon. I think it's time to call the quits. Okay, everyone, I am going to end the video here because it's like, yeah, it's 7:13. It's getting dark. It's time for my me time. I read the one big chapter. I did my quizzes, my Evolve studies. I printed out the last skills, what is it called? Skills page thing. I'll have to review those every day because it really solidifies. I really like the textbook though. I know a lot of people think the textbook is a waste of time. I think it's honestly how you use it and utilize it. I think it's really helpful. So I'm not gonna do the remainder of my skills text today. I'm just not gonna retain anything. But tomorrow morning I'll just do a quick review, but I'm going to take some self-care time and just do a quick review of my flashcards for chemistry because we have that tomorrow, and then I'm gonna watch my movie. So thank you guys so much for watching. Now that I am in a routine, it's gonna be so much nicer to make these videos, and I hope you guys get something out of it. I wanna share as much as I can so you guys have a little bit of understanding as to what to expect, and I don't know, it's just so fun to follow along. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.